You are today where your thoughts have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you. This is a quote from James Allen, author of the classic book, As a Man Thinketh. Welcome to another episode of Midweek Motivation with me, your host, Marcus. On today's episode, we're going to talk about the unmatched role your thoughts play in your life and how to get back on track if your thought life has been derailed. I want to share another quote with you. To change your reality, you have to change your mentality. Now, what does this quote mean? This quote means your life will change when your thoughts do. Okay, now let's talk more about our thoughts. Your thoughts can be likened as to a steering wheel in a car that guide and direct your life. However, if you don't control the steering wheel, you might most likely going to end up in a place that you don't want to be. The proverbial ditch or the proverbial side of the road. They're proverbial. Now, let's say you find yourself in this proverbial ditch or the proverbial side of the road. Don't panic. It's all right. We can find a way to work through this. As most things in life, you can find a way to work through it. A good way to get out of the ditch, remember, our mental, because remember, your thoughts are a critical component. If you don't control your thoughts, if you don't control the steering wheel, life may not turn out the way you want it to, okay? Your car can be super nice, your life could have all the promise in the world, as much of our lives do, but if you don't control what's going on up here, the circuitry, you'll be fine. You won't end up where you want to go. So the first step to getting out of it is to be grateful, okay? To see the good in your life. And let me tell you a quick story. When I was 18, 19 years old at Georgia State University, I was a freshman, sophomore. I remember thinking to myself, man, my life is not where I wanted to be. I come from a single parent household. We didn't have a lot of money. I was just starting out, I was like, how am I going to figure out college? I didn't have anybody I could call. I couldn't call my mom or my dad about how college life was. So I kind of just had to figure it out on my own. I remember sitting there in the GSU lofts on Edgewood Avenue in Atlanta. I was just like, man, I was just not in a good space mentally, but I was thinking, as I was sitting there just ruminating, a thought came to my mind. I was like, hey, you're 19 years old. You can change your life. You have hope. You're not 89 years. I remember thinking, I thought, you're not 79 years old. You're not 89 years old. You have time to change. It's not going to happen overnight. I knew that, but over time it could happen. So the first thing you want to do if you're in that mental fog, if you derailed from life or your thoughts have not taken you where you want to go, is to think to yourself, what can I be grateful for? Everybody has good things. It doesn't matter what your situation. As they say, a broken clock is correct twice a day. Okay? Right now, something you can be grateful for. You're healthy. If you're watching this video, you're healthy. You probably got friends and family around. You probably got a cell phone. Probably got some money in your bank account. These are all things that we can be grateful for, okay? Because your thoughts really do matter. A grateful mind is a great mind. Now, this leads to my next point, all right? If you want to change the fruits, you have to change the roots, okay? The fruits are the results in your life, and the roots are the root cause of the fruits is your thoughts, okay? I'm sitting right here by all these trees in this park in my neighborhood. This neighborhood's pretty cool. I'm sitting at this baseball field, but we gotta control what's going on up here to get what we want around us, okay? Now, this is how Earl Nightingale said it, the famous motivational speaker. He said a man can have riches, prosperity, success, and abundance if he thinks of these things and none else, and not a million other conflicting desires. Now, that last point's important, not a million other conflicting desires, because when you doubt, like imagine being in the car. If you doubting is like driving down the interstate and stopping and then backing up and being like, nope, and then going forward and backing up. And you're not going to get anywhere doubting, okay? Even the Bible says, a man who's double-minded, a man who doubts cannot expect to receive anything from the Lord, okay? That's how important it is to not doubt and just to go forward, all right? Okay, he said man can have riches, prosperity, abundance, and success if he thinks of these things, and none else, all right? Focus on what you want. What you think about, you bring about. Let's focus on what we want. Remember, on my videos, I'm not telling you what to do. It's just ideas for a better life. There's a lot of convincers out there going to tell you how to live your life. I don't know everything. I just come across ideas that I think might help other people. That's it. Ideas for a better life. But think about it this way, okay? If we know, okay, we want to change the roots. If we want to change the fruits, we have to change the roots. How do we go about doing that? Well, you got to think about controlling your thoughts. That's an act of self-control. Now let's say, what's some ways to improve our self-control? By doing things that are hard. Life is full of things that are hard. Let's say you're working out. You're like, I don't want to work out, but you push through it. You willed yourself to do it. Let's say that's how you're going to control your thoughts. You got to will yourself to do it. And I'll tell you another secret to really how to increase your will very fast is to love somebody that you don't feel like loving. It's the holiday season. I know a lot of y'all going home. The family you probably don't want to hang out with. Let's just be honest. Well, when you love them and you don't feel like loving it, your will goes up, okay? And Scott Peck in his book, The Road Less Traveled, he said, real love begins when the feeling of love has disappeared, okay? So love those people around you. If you start loving them, your will go up and you'll be able to control your thoughts, all right? Because your thought life is vital. You're not going to get to where you want to go if you don't control your thoughts. As simple as that. It was a quote that I saw that said, if you want to be successful, you got to control your thoughts, all right? Your thoughts are either going to control you or you're going to control your thoughts. So it's kind of ruthless in that regard. But in closing, please know that your thoughts have the power to shape your life in a way that almost nothing can, and you can take your life to a place where you really want to go, a fantastic place or a horrible one. It's up to you. No one can steer your thoughts except you. All right, now ask yourself on this Wednesday. Is it the last Wednesday of the year? Today's the 23rd. No, second to last Wednesday. This is the penultimate Wednesday of the year. Think to yourself, where are my thoughts taking me? Are they taking me to where I want to go? Is it a place where I want to take others? Okay. Now, last, remember, if you want success, control your thoughts. This whole channel is about success. Get in the life you want. Focus on what you want. Okay. And I hope you and other people will help you with that too, but we can do it. All right. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends and family. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday to help you get to where you want to go. And yeah, they've been consistent, and expect one on Saturday on my Weekend Wake Up with Marcus White channel. All right, and as lastly, as always, remember, unsuccessful people make decisions based on their current situations. Successful people make decisions based on where they want to be. Think to yourself, okay? What you think about, you bring about. All right, bye.